Hey guys, what is up and welcome to round 5 football of the Bombers MyCoach Season 2 series. I hope you guys are enjoying this series so far. It's been a very long series. We've had a lot of jubilations. There's been some ups and there's been some downs, but we are continuing today's video. We're taking on the Adelaide Crows, who are actually sitting second on the ladder. As you guys can see, they're 3 wins and 1 loss. Last year, we played the Crows, and we actually took care of them. I mean, we didn't really have any problems against the Crows, but they've definitely improved as we look at the ladder. So the Bombers are currently sitting 10th with 2 wins, with 2 losses. Big game coming up, round 5 football. We just come off a loss to the GWS Giants in our last game. These are our injuries at the minute. Devon Smith is out for 10 weeks, and Heppel is out for 6, so we definitely need to hold the fort down until they return. So let's have a look at the sports bet. At Bombers $1.90, the Crows $2.20. So we're still favourites even after losing to the Giants last week. The Bombers are still favourites as we get into team selection. So out this week goes Irving Mosquito and James Stewart, and we have some exciting news. Finally, after being out for, I don't even know, almost a year and a half, Jacob Townsend and Jake Stringer returns to the team. Welcome back, Jake. He missed out in the grand final against his old team, but Jake Stringer is back. So this is the team that we're taking on the Crows. I mean, Jake Stringer did his Achilles, ruptured his Achilles maybe a year and a half. Maybe a year ago. It was probably this time last year. He was still playing. He's been out for a very long time, so it's good to see Jakey Stringer back in the lineup. So Redmond, Hurley, Ambrose, Sard, Hooker, McKenna, Parrish, McGrath, Cutler, Fantasia, McKernan, Stringer, Anthony McDonald, Tippin Woody, Jeremy Cameron. Townsend returns from suspension. Tommy Bell-Chambers, Dylan Shield, Zach Merritt, Cole Langford, Dylan Clark, Jaden Laverty, and Jordan Ridley. So let's get into it. It is the Bombers and the Crows. Big matchup. The Bombers taking on the second place team at Marvel. Jakey Stringer is back. Let's get into it.
Friday night football from Marvel Stadium. Hello and welcome. I'm Anthony Hudson. Bit of moonlight shining in for tonight's game with the roof open here. The sides would be pretty happy with this turnout. And with me is legend of the game, Gary Lyon.
Hi, Hutto. Tonight's an exciting one.
Tonight's match between Essendon and Adelaide. They run on in full confidence. They're looking sharp, and the crowd are appreciating it. The banners look great as the players get set to run through them.
Could be in for a scrappy game. Both sides have been pretty good defensively of late. It's a rich defensive method. Stacks up well.
Essendon fans making some noise as they step onto the field. I'm really looking forward to seeing how they play today.
That's true, Hutto.
Captains make their way to the middle for the toss.
So here we go, the Bombers and the Crows. Massive test for the Bombers. I mean, it's good that we're playing at Marvel. We played the Crows, I think, at Marvel last season and at Adelaide as Darcy Parish takes a strong mark. So we start this game out. This Crows team has definitely improved. You see out the back here, Rory Sloane running to an open goal and kick it. I knew it was going to be a tough game. Early on, this Crows team definitely brought the heat, but what a feel-good story this would be if we could get the win in Jake Stringer's first game. Rory Sloane out the back, kicking a big goal to start this match. Like I said, what a feel-good story. You see here the Bombers running off half back. Mason Redmond hands over. Look at the handballs from the Bombers. Dylan Shield was so good in this game. Turns on the afterburners, chips it over the top, and the man of the moment, Jakey Stringer, takes the mark. Welcome back, Jake. Can he kick the goal? in his return game. He's been out for a year. Jakey Stringer, welcome back, and the Bombers are on the board. It's great to have Jakey Stringer back in the team. It was very disappointing that he missed the grand final. He's the only player who did not play in the grand final last year. Zachy Merritt turns on the afterburners, chips it over the top, and Jaden Laverty takes the mark. So Laverty had a chance here to kick the Bombers second. He misses, and the Crows' backline actually held up really well. So did our backline. So Jakey Stringer was actually in the play early on. I mean, he was getting around. You see him get tackled holding the ball, probably just a little bit too slow. But the Bombers did respond. Jacob Townsend gets tackled. Laverty gets tackled. Cameron runs in to kick a goal. He dribbles it, and the Bombers are away. We have our second goal of the game. Jeremy Cameron is starting to fit well with this Bombers team. It's great to have him in the side. Still can't believe that we got him, even though we had to give up Joey Danaher, who did want to leave. The Crows go inside 50 here. A nice mark. They have a chance to kick the second goal of the game. I thought this game was going to go down to the wire. I mean, this Crows team is second on the ladder. They've definitely improved from last year. I think last time we played the Crows, we won by 86 points or something like that. As Jaden Laverty runs into an open goal, he kicks it, and the Bombers back on the board. It was actually a really good start from the Dons. I mean, this is our best start considering how poorly we played against the Giants last week. I mean, we had 2 goals, I think, in 3 quarters last week. As Tom Lynch on the siren loads up, doesn't make the distance, and we head into quarter time with a 1-goal lead. 3 straight 18 to 2 straight 12. Good start from the Bombers. And good start from Jakey Stringer. It's good to see him back. He kicked a goal in the opening term. Kicked our first goal. It's great to have Jake back in the lineup. Zachy Merritt, really good. Dylan Shield, absolutely dominating. I mean, he's not featuring at the moment, but Dylan Shield absolutely dominates this game as we get into the second term. And the Crows were definitely peppering the goals. I mean, they had couple opportunities to get back into this game, get in front, and have a look at Taylor Walker. I mean, he was just in the ruck. His follow-up possession, Zach Merritt cannot get him, and Taylor Walker kicks an absolute beauty. The Crows take a 2-point lead. 6 minutes have gone in this second term. What a goal from Taylor Walker. He competed in the ruck. Bell Chambers actually dominated in the ruck, but Taylor Walker much more agile on the floor. As we go in to 8 minutes gone in the second term, Laverty running into an open goal for goal number 2. Does the unselfish thing, gives it off to Dylan Shield. You're not going to catch Dylan Shield, and the Bombers back in front. Back to a 4-point game, 24 plays 20. Bombers looking good in this term. Now have a look at this pressure from the Bombers. So much pressure, and having a player like Jake Stringer in our forward line who can do stuff like that. I mean, it's great to have him back. Have a look at the pressure, though, from the Bombers. I mean, Jakey Stringer, 3 disposals, 2 goals. He's going to have a massive season if he can stay healthy. But have a look at this. So many tackles, bodies flying everywhere. Laverty, Fantasia in there, and Jakey Stringer off the ground. Bombers breaking away from this Crows team. Now have a look at this tap from Bell Chambers. Gets it going forward, gets tackled, but Dylan Shield follows up. You're not going to catch Dylan Shield. Has 2 bounces, runs in, and kicks the goal of the game. What a goal to Dylan Shield, and the Bombers take a 16-point lead in a big moment from Dylan Shield. What a goal. Straight out of the middle. Bell Chambers got tackled. When Dylan Shield gets going, you're not going to get him. I mean, he could have handballed that off to Fantasia. Decides to kick the goal. He has 2. 40 plays 20 here. The Crows do get a turnover. Our backline was so good. Adam Sard, Mason Redmond could definitely feature in J21 votes. Darcy Parish goes up forward. Jeremy Cameron all alone takes the mark as the siren sounds. Jeremy Cameron after the siren to kick the goal for the Bombers to give us a 26-point lead. 2 goals in the opening half for Jeremy Cameron, who was really, really good. Jakey Stringer, Jeremy Cameron are definitely going to be a tough matchup for teams. A 26-point lead to the Bombers. I mean, we didn't have Jake Stringer for a long time, and he actually is probably he's actually rated really high in this game. So Darcy Parish, the 7 disposals, Dylan Shield, the 5 and 2 goals, Jake Stringer 2, Jeremy Cameron 2. As we get into the second half, Shawnee McKernan loading up. The Bombers were just absolutely all over the Crows at this stage. Jeremy Cameron takes a strong contested mark in the goal square. When Jeremy Cameron's doing that, there's not a lot teams can do. I mean, Joe Danaher, he is our equivalent to Joe Danaher from last year. He kicks the goal, and the Bombers have a 32-point lead early on in this third term. Absolutely dominating at this stage. Dylan Shield was just all over the place at this, basically through the entire game. I mean, he led the way for the Bombers. Hasn't really had an outstanding game this season, Dylan Shield. As you see him snapped a goal, missing to the left-hand side. But if he can keep this form, he definitely could be a chance to be an All-Australian, because I think he was an All-Australian last year. I think Adam Sard... Actually, I think it might have been Adam Sard and Joe Danaher last year. So hopefully Dylan Shield can feature this year. Fogarty takes a mark. He loads up, kicks the goal, gives the Crows a little bit of life in this third term. 26 plays 53, but the Bombers... Actually, have a look at this. So Michael Hurley can't... I don't understand why he didn't spoil, and it dribbles through for a goal. So what a goal to Paul Seedsman. I mean, Probably the longest goal I've ever seen. As the Bombers go forward here, Jakey Stringer again causing a lot of havoc. He misses the left-hand side. Had a chance to kick goal number 3 for the Bombers. What a start. What a start. It's what a return game for Jake Stringer. As you see the Bombers break away here. Lovely handball from Darcy Parish was really good. Gives it over to Langford. He goes up the field. And the Bombers, have a look at the shepherd from Jake Stringer here. Beautiful shepherd as Orazio Fantasia chips it over the top. Cole Langford follows up, takes the mark. He plays on. And he's going to ram this home to give the Bombers a big, big lead. We are absolutely all over the Crows at this stage. I mean, I don't think the Crows are going to be able to win in Melbourne if they're going to dish up performances like this. They are second on the ladder, so it is good to basically beat a team like this as Kyle Langford takes a mark and has a chance to put us 33 points up late in the third term. This was probably one of I reckon this is our best game of the season. I mean, it wasn't the cleanest game, but just considering how we've played throughout the entirety of the season, we've been up and down. We only just got across the line in few of our games, but we lead 10-6, 66 to 5-3, 33. Darcy Parish, really, really good. Dylan Shield, Zach Merritt, also really good. Jeremy Cameron's kick 3 as we get into the final quarter of this game. Bombers holding a nice lead. Dylan Shield handballs over the top to Jake Stringer. Now, Orazio Fantasia did feature a lot in this game. I mean, I think he kicked like 3 or 4 points to this stage. He loads up from a very tough angle, and if you don't mind, slams it home to extend the lead for the Bombers. 72 plays 33. Big goal to Raz. He has been really, really good in this game. Yeah, like I said, I think it was 1 goal and I think 3 behind. Just Tom Lynch, though, I mean, even though they are down, what a goal. I had to show this goal. That was a really, really nice goal. And the Crows did get a little bit of a run on here. I mean, they did make the scoreboard look a little bit more respectful. Fogarty here runs into an open goal. He loads up. He slams it home. Nice goal there to Darcy Fogarty. He definitely tried in this game. He wasn't the worst player for the Crows. He kicked 2 goals. But the Bombers lead 72 to 45 as Sean McKernan runs in, gives it over to Dylan Shield to slam it home for goal number 3. A best on-ground performance from Dylan Shield. And the Bombers are going to win this game. 20 minutes have gone. Dylan Shield absolutely dominating at this stage. The Bombers will go on to win this game. The Bombers run away through the middle here. Go inside 50. Jeremy Cameron again with a chance to take another mark as the siren sounds and the Bombers win. So we knock off the second place Crows. Jake Stringer's back. All in all, a really good game from the Dons. Michael Hurley was really good in this game as well. He, I think, kept Tom Lynch to only 1 goal. That 1 goal from the boundary line. As we get the win in a very important game. I mean, we didn't want to fall to 2-3. We now go to 3-2, and it's going to set our season up. Hopefully, we can start winning some games, and that title defense can stay alive. So 12-6, 78 to the Crows, 7-3, 45. Dylan Shield, 11 and 3 goals, best on ground. Parish had 10, so Parish having a really good season. Paddy Ambrose, 9 disposals. Jeremy Cameron, 3. Jake Stringer, 2. Talia had 11 disposals. Murphy, 10. Kelly, 9. The Bombers just absolutely dominated, though, in this game as we get the win. And we'll head over and have a look at some of the stats. So Dylan Shield, 11. Darcy Parish, 10. Patrick Ambrose, 9. Zach Merritt, 9 and a goal. Ridley and Connor McKenna did not touch the ball. So definitely some room for improvement from them boys as we look at the fantasy points before we get into J2-1 votes. And Orazio and Dylan Shield absolutely dominating. Zach Merritt as well. Really good games all around from the Bombers as we head into J2-1 votes for another week. And there was a few players who were a bit stiff to miss out. I mean, Adam Sard has been very consistent this season. Mason Redmond been very consistent. I had to give votes this week to Cal Hooker, so I did spoil some of the votes. But here are the votes who I've gave. Dylan Shield, best on ground. Orazio Fantasia, really good up forward. I mean, he had a lot of shots on goal. Jake Stringer, welcome back. Kicked the 2 goals, was influential. Michael Hurley, really good job on Tom Lynch. And Zachy Merrick gets the 1 vote for his performance. Darcy Parish, very, very stiff as we head over and look at the leaderboard. So Dylan Shield now has the lead over Zach Merritt. Michael Hurley on 10, Redmond on 7, Parish 5, Townsend 5, Sard 4, and there's some other votes as well. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next AFL Evolution 2 video.